All right, pigeon holders, pigeonholes. I want to talk about pigeonholes. I'm not sure if this is the right word, but it is the word that I was using as a placeholder earlier because I got a little busy. Pigeonholes. I think in life sometimes you you want to get things done, right? That's part of life. You want to get things done, and you know that sometimes what you put off, you forget to do, right? You might say you didn't get around to it. You might be too prideful to admit that you forget things, even though you're human and you're gonna forget things just like the rest of us. Anyway, um, and so there will be times when you want to get multiple things done and you want to do them all at once because you don't want to put any of them off. You think they're all important, and they might all be important. Don't get me wrong, but you know that anything you put off may stay undone. Unfortunately, that's life. You cannot. Um, Let me rephrase that. There is only so much a man can do. I heard that on Dexter. Captain Matthews said it, and it's always stuck with me. I'm always thinking about that. Not always thinking about it, but it comes to me from time to time. Um, yeah, sometimes we want to do everything all at once. This is where priorities come into play. You have to be able to rank things by order of importance, and sometimes you can't try to do everything at once. I posted some stuff on YouTube today, and I wanted to post everything at once, but I know that there's only so much that the internet traffic on my phone can handle. There are limits to the speed of the internet. There's all these limitations that I have to take into account. This is about more than internet and phone speed, however. This is just about life and about how sometimes you cannot try to do everything at once. Um, I would compare the concept. A pigeonhole may not be perfect as a concept when applied to this or as a word. I probably used the wrong word, but that aside, I might you might compare it to a traffic jam and about how traffic jams are caused by too many cars trying to go in the same direction at once, right? At rush hour traffic is when most traffic jams occur. An accident. Um, let's explore the rush hour situation. You have more cars trying to get to a certain place, or at least in a certain direction, than maybe that road is built for. And there will be bottlenecking. There you go, bottlenecking, not pigeonholing. I'm sorry, bottlenecking will occur, and you're trying to fit all this um, mass into one tiny space. Whereas if you had just taken turns, right? If everybody could somehow form a committee and get together, sorry, form a committee and get together and maybe plan this out a little bit better and say, well, you know what, you can go first, and then I'll go a few minutes later, and then this guy can go. Obviously, that's unrealistic, but hear me out for a second. Sometimes in life, you have to do that. You have to rank things in order, and sometimes whatever's at the bottom of the totem pole is going to get fucked. Maybe not literally, but it's going to get the short end of the stick. It's going to be in a bad place as far as getting done. It might just end up getting undone. There are limitations to time. And yeah, you can try to get everything done at once. I mean, that's an option. Is it a good habit to get into if the price you pay is that bottlenecking that I was talking about? That's really up to you to decide. I'm not in the business anymore of telling people how to live their lives. Maybe I was about 10 years ago, or so much, maybe as late as 5 years ago, or even less. Maybe less than I would like to admit. But the present is what I'm concerned with here. The past is the past. At this point in time, I am no longer in the business of telling people how to live their lives. I try not to be. I'd like to think I'm not. a out of business sign has been put in front of that shop, and occasionally some business does try to go through. You know, I'm not gonna deny that I'm human. I'm imperfect. I fuck up from time to time. I do try to conduct the lives of others, even if it is passively. That doesn't make it right. Before I go off on another tangent, I'm gonna conduct my own life and shut my own mouth and bring this video to a conclusion, if I may.